Hello, my name is Daniel, and welcome back to another fifth grade worksheet. Today, we're going to be starting off with parentheses. Work out the answers to these complex calculations. And to do this, first of all, you would need to follow the order of operations. And we have our nifty little acronym, PEMDAS. And what PEMDAS stands for is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So write that down if you need to. And let's go over our example here. We have quantity of 4 plus 3 times 6. So what you would need to do first is parentheses, 4 plus 3. And so then you would get 7 times 6, right? And so you would go to the next one after parentheses, it's exponents. And we don't have any exponents, so go to multiplication. And we have multiplication here. So you would do 7 times 6, and you would get 42. So that should be simple enough. Next, we have multiplying decimals. Find the product and round to the nearest hundredth. A hundredth is the second decimal place here. And to multiply decimals, what you would need to do is, uh, let's use the example of, so to do this, first of all, you would need to turn these into whole numbers to just make it more convenient. So I will move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right for both of these. And so now I'll be left with 1 times 1, and that equals 1. And my decimal point is here for now. So what you would do after is you would count the number of times you moved it over to turn them into a whole number. So in this case, I moved the decimal point over twice each, which is equal to 4 total. So I would move it 1, 2, 3, 4 spots back in the other direction. And so now I end up with 0.0001. So that's how you would solve multiplying with decimals. Just remember to count the number of spaces that you moved the decimal point over to the right and move them back the same number of decimal spaces when you get your final answer. Next up, we have adding fractions with different denominators. Add the fractions. So what you need to do here is find the what's called the LCD, the least common denominator. So let's say, so first of all, if you were to add a fraction with the same denominator, 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2, you would just add straight across and keep the denominator the same. So I'll get 2 over 2, which is equal to 1. But so let's say I were to do 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3. This is a little bit trickier, so what you would need to do is convert the 2 and the 3. Now, uh, you can't just convert into anything. You need to find the least common denominator. And to do that, you either have to guess and check, or in this case, you would multiply these two numbers together, because then you know that each number is going to be a factor of that number. So if I go 1/2 times 3 over 3 equal to 3 over 6, and I take 1/3 times 2 over 2 equal to 2 over 6. So all we did was change the appearance of the numbers to make them match. We didn't change the actual values, because 3 over 6 is still equal to 1 over 2, and 1 over 2 and 1 over 3 is still equal to 2 over 6. So now we can add them easily, just straight across, and we get 5 over 6. And that will be your answer. Lastly, we have algebraic expressions. Evaluate each question for the given value of the variable. So essentially, all you're doing is plugging in the number for the variable. So it's pretty simple. If I have x plus 2 is equal to 5, or I'm sorry, if I have x plus 2, and I were to tell you that x is equal to 3, you would substitute the x for 3. So you would change the equation to write 3 plus 2, and you know that that's going to equal to 5. It's pretty simple. Um, you shouldn't have any difficulty with this one. And yeah, so that's all I have for you this week. See you next week.